Good afternoon and welcome curling fans across Ontario and around the world to an exciting week of curling on Title Sports Live. Today we have live coverage of the U-18 Men's and Women's Ontario Curling Championships being held here at the Hamilton Victoria Curling Club in Hamilton, Ontario. My name is Mary Chilvers and I am joined here today by former Canadian Scotties silver medalist Laurie Eddy. Good afternoon, Laurie.
Hi, Mary. This is the second draw for the ladies today and the third game of the round robin. Everyone has tonight off as they will be celebrating their achievement, making it to the U-18 Provincials with a banquet. So both of these teams will want to finish the day with a win.
So on our feature sheet this afternoon from the St. George's Golf and Country Club, we have Team Parker. Skip is Team DOIG with Parker DOIG as the skip. Jacqueline Cowan is the third, Sophia Johnston is the second, and Leslie Engels is the lead on this team. They are going to be going up against the team from the Elmira and District Curling Club. Skip Veronica Bernard, vice is Claire Randall, second is Sarah Wallace, and the lead is Kirsten Elson. Just watching the tail end of this second practice here. Skips are now throwing their draw to the button for hammer.
So Team DOIG, their draw to the button was side pin.
T-line. T-line.
So
Kirsten close. Kirsten close.
Team Bernard will have to put a really good one in there to get the hammer.
14-5. Keep looking. Hard, 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 hard pin. Hard pin, hard. She was a little bit farther, but like.
So just top 8 there for the Bernard team.
That was close. One of their teammates there almost kicked the rock off, and then you would have got a max score.
Oh, gee, that's not good.
Yeah.
So just quickly, we'll look at the standings here on the women's side. Right now we have one team that is in first place. That's Team Warner at 2-0. We have the next 6 teams all at 1-1. That is Bernard, Steele, Mungle, Como, Deschen, and Polak. And Team DOIG is at 0-2 right now, and they are going to be on our feature sheet today up against Bernard, who is 1-1. So still a lot of games to play,
Yeah,
you know.
even field so far,
It is
though.
very even field, yeah.
So those draw to the buttons are going to be really crucial.
Yeah, they are.
In case there's possible tiebreakers, they'll go to the draw to the button to break some of those ties. If they can't determine win-loss, if there's lots of teams tied with the same record.
Yeah, draw the button's very important, and the lower your score is on the draw to the button is the goal. You put it on the pin, you get 0. If you put it not in the rings, I think it's 167 inches or something like that, Laurie.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure of the number, but yeah, you get a max score. That would require some math.
Mm-hmm.
So here we go.
Sarah close. All you. Top 12 at least. Bring it in. Yeah,
So
you guys got
Team
it.
Bernard
Keep going.
throwing
Get it by you,
first, trying to get it into the rings.
Okay, that's fine.
Does drop it short.
6.
So currently Team Bernard is the #1 ranked team on the Ontario Junior Curling Team Tour.
Okay.
Whoa.
So the call by Team DOIG is to draw in around the center guard.
No.
We were commenting on our earlier game how a lot of the teams have been defending the center guards by drawing to the wings. So this is one of the first times we've seen somebody come around the middle.
Finish it. Yes, hard. Finish it. It's okay, Les. You just said it.
So pretty nice weight on that draw.
Yeah. Not giving a whole lot of ice here on this hit. First end, you might see this curl quite a bit.
Close.
Lots of rotation on this rock.
Yeah, she'll have a piece. She'll get a piece. Might not stay. Yeah, maybe.
Came up really nice at the end for
it
her.
did, yeah.
That's okay. 9-6. It looked kind of like she cranked it out.
It's on the rings though, so Parker will have to hit this.
So lots of ice here for this hit.
Yes! Hard!
Uh-oh.
Hard! Hard!
We might see an off-the-sheet situation.
Hard! Hard! Out! Out!
Good call.
Just tight. We can't be tight here.
They had to watch the line there. Once it hits the line at the side of the sheet, it is out of play.
She gave her plenty of ice on that shot too, so.
Well, you know, I don't know how you feel about those cross-ice interns, but they're a little bit awkward to throw sometimes.
So my skip calls those all the time. I practice them all the time.
Yeah.
And they are super awkward.
They're very awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty like staying.
But I know I'm going to get called for them, so that's something I have to work on all
You
the
don't
time.
ask your skip just to call outside
No.
in.
Shut off. Yep, don't leave it back forward. Don't leave it. All right.
Really
That's a
nice
great
draw
shot.
there.
Tell her I'll give her less.
Sitting 2.
I'll give her less. I just didn't want her to wreck. You feel that's fine. Normal.
So trying the run back or peel.
Yep. Yes. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
You got it. Gonna stick around though. Nice shot.
Yeah, it's a nice
Nice throw.
shot. She does leave the center guard though, so another chance for these guys to get in around. Chance to
Line's
sit
okay.
3 here, put some pressure on Team DOIG early on.
Close. Floor fight. Yup. Yup. Hard. Where is it? Yup. Okay, no. She's on the blue. She's on the blue. She's on the blue. She's on the blue. 15-1. Yeah.
Little collision behind the tee line there.
Mm-hmm.
Good shots.
Just hit the rock. I like that. Just like, I don't care where you roll. Just hit it.
Pieces. Well, they still have a really good situation here. Chance to hit and
Close.
sit 2.
Yup.
She could roll.
Hard. 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 Yup.
Well, she did hit the rock. She would have
She
liked to
did.
have stuck
Mhm.
around. That one, I think she was a little full on the throw.
Yeah, that's got a lot of curling to do.
Yeah, it just came out a little bit near. Yeah, came out a little close to center, or yeah, the center line on that one. That little rock out there doesn't want to be hit.
Mm-hmm.
Line's tight. Close. Yeah. Where? Okay, keep going. Line's okay. Line's okay right now. Stay close. Yeah. Stay close. Where? Okay. Really nice.
She's got great line on this
Yep.
draw.
Hard finish, hard finish, hard finish.
That's
Good
just
shot.
a perfect shot.
13,
Great
7.
draw.
There could be some drag on these two front ones, though. I think if she hits that yellow one center line side, she could get that one on the 4 foot.
Yeah, how much separation is between those two,
Yeah, we
Mary?
can't really see it.
That's the part that'll indicate
Mhm.
whether or not how much drag there'll be.
Yes! Hard! Hard! Hard, lads! Hard! Hard!
Let's see how it acts. See?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice shot.
So they must have been pretty tight together. That was
Yeah.
a great shot. I like lining those up where you look at the two rocks as one and just take it through to the one in the back where you want to hit.
Under it?
The way you can really figure out the drag effect on those. For me, it's the easiest way.
Edge to edge! Roll away. Okay. Yeah. Roll away because they're edge to edge.
So they can see, Team Bernard can see a big piece of this one. This is curling really early.
Roll!
She's not going to be real happy with that one.
I don't know.
So Parker's going to split the rings here, come around that corner guard now.
Yeah, great chance for a 2 here.
6, 7. Yeah. Make sure we're full 12 so we're 1, 2, all right? Drawing around. All right, let's do this. Thanks, so. Full 12, make sure. 6, 7. T-line! Yep, self.
Well, she had nice weight there, just probably not enough ice.
Yeah, it doesn't roll to a bad spot.
No, it's not too bad.
Yeah, really, I don't think
No
the
double.
double is there.
No.
So
She'd really just like to
Like half?
to hit this and sort of roll to the center line side just a bit
Double?
to make it hard for Parker to get 2 points.
Inside on. So then we get behind the guard.
Mary, I just got a
Yeah, just
text
try and
message
roll
from
in
my
if we
husband. He
bump
said he's
that one back.
watching.
Let's say hi to Mike.
Hi, Mike. He said we sound pretty good.
Of course he is going to say that.
It's a little less. Yup. Close. Hit the outside of it.
So she's going to make the hit here.
Okay.
It's a nice shot. But a great chance for Team
I think
DOIG
it's
to
like
take
an
advantage
on-center,
of having
like,
the hammer. She's a
because yours
open
was
hit
just
for
off.
2 here.
control. Let's do it.
This should have some nice finish here.
Yes! Good sweep, girls.
Really nice hit and stick there for 2. That puts Team DOIG up 2-0 over Team Bernard. And Team Bernard will have the hammer playing the second end.
So throwing lead rocks for this DOIG team is Leslie Ingalls. Leslie is 15 years old and she lives in Mississauga. Goes to Silverthorne Collegiate Institute, grade 9.
We're tight. Yeah. Are we in? Whoa. Okay, yeah, as close as you can.
This one's losing its line, so they'll like to bring this as tight to the rings as they can so they don't set up a corner guard.
Which they did. Yeah, just when you're throwing those types of shots as a lead, you just got to make sure on curly ice you're out to the broom. Because even if that is with that kind of weight, at least if it's on the center line, it's better for them with not having the hammer. This has given their opposition a corner guard here to work with.
Where? Okay, it's got a curl. Clear close.
So this is lead Kirsten Elson.
If you can go, you gotta go. Yeah.
Lives in
Yeah,
Mount
keep going,
Albert.
keep going. Hard finish, hard finish, hard finish, hard finish, hard finish. Okay.
Really nice
Like
draw
it,
there.
Too much ice. Didn't want to wreck. 13-9. Or not.
Leslie has 2 brothers that also play, Greg and Christopher. I believe Christopher is here this week as a skip.
Close. Yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
There's a lot of siblings in this tournament this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, Christopher is here.
Yeah, keep
And
going.
his brother Greg plays second on the team. So all 3 siblings are here this week.
Wow. Well, Hamilton's a great place for March break.
Sure. Beats Florida any day. I'd rather be curling than go to Florida.
Okay.
Oh, you would too, Lori. Don't lie.
So Kirsten is 17 years old.
Yeah. Hard.
She goes to Bill Crothers Secondary School for High Performance Athletics.
Nice.
Hard. Good shot. 9-6. Yeah, just a little bit. Sorry, I started dying halfway through that.
So with that rollout, another option, she could just rip that corner guard. She is
Yeah.
up 2 points.
Yeah, she's choosing to come around it, which is a risky move here because it is more like a corner guard.
Yeah, for sure. She'll definitely want to be in front of the tee. This you have not a lot of wiggle room on it.
4-5.
Gotta make it good.
Mine's a bit tight. Whoa. Where?
This is Sophia Johnston, second for this team.
Yes. Yes. Take it
And
off.
Sophia's from my club, the Oshawa Curling Club.
Good, Soph.
That's not terrible.
Yeah, it's not a bad result. So throwing second for Team Bernard is Sarah Wallace. Lives in Markham.
Yup. Yup. Hard.
love to stick around here.
That's okay. I got 9-4.
So Sophia and Jacqueline on this team are my teammates at the Oshawa Curling Club.
Oh, they are?
On
Oh, so you
Mondays
have
and
insider information.
Mondays and Thursday nights.
Mm-hmm. Well, I expect some good stories here as the game goes on.
Actually, Sophia hurt herself a couple months ago, so she has not been playing with me for a little while.
Did she have a curling injury?
Yes, actually, I think she fell when she was sweeping. Yeah.
Good, Soph. Good judge, girls.
So I think the indication that the top one is on. So nice draw there to sit 2. So Sarah's 18 years old in grade 12.
Close, yeah. Whoa, whoa. No, just clean. Close, yep. Roll. Okay. She knows I said 10, right? Yeah. Just do 9. Okay, well. Yeah.
This is Jacqueline Cowan, third for the DOIG team.
Hard piece.
This is really curling.
Okay, that was way down.
Indicating it was just a bit light from what the skip wanted. So great chance here for Team Bernard to split the ring, sit 2. This is Claire Randall. Lives in Sharon. I'm glad she wrote down it's outside Newmarket because I have no idea where Sharon, Ontario is.
Mm-hmm.
So they'd love to even these up.
Good shot by Jacqueline.
Good, Jax.
So another great opportunity to make the hit here. Sit 2.
You're just way down on your first one. You're releasing.
So Claire is on a gap year, but she will be attending Brock University in September. You and I just sat with the coach from down at Brock University, one of the coaches, Murray. So she'll have a great experience down there.
Because like your release and everything was fine. That was good.
Their university had a really successful successful outing at a recent event. They came home with a gold and a bronze medal.
Hard out, Jax. Yep. What one?
I think it's hanging on.
Is it in?
It's close.
It is us? Yeah. Okay, just control. They're really coming up at the end. Okay. Yeah. It really came back at the end. I thought you were on the top one. Me too. I was like, well, give that one, I guess. It's just like, please don't be on it. Is it
So
still
this is Parker Doig, the skip of this team. Parker goes to Central Huron Secondary School, grade 12.
back line, like half, just enough to push it over, but not roll out.
This will curl a ton here.
No harm in the roll.
Does manage to get a piece out of there.
Do you want to leave it for my next one? Or
Good
do you wanna
sweeping
drop
by
it? I
the
like
front
dropping
end.
sweeping. Yeah.
I did see you over something though, like right near where the hack was.
I went over something?
Yeah.
Okay, because yeah. I was just soft, but
I'm not sure if like the fence was.
oh well. Like they have to draw because we're shot, so.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're good. Sorry, just soft. Yeah.
So this is skip Veronica Bernard.
You're like here.
Lives in Elmira.
Give it a little, not much. Sarah, stay close.
So just wanting to get around this corner guard, so to speak.
If you can.
Even back 12 is fine. That's a great shot.
Yeah, really nice.
I mean, do you like this drawing? I like the drawing. Yeah, I have back in.
So Parker is just going to follow that rock down.
It's a good call.
Yeah, that's fine.
Especially if that other yellow one is in and you try the run back, you could potentially give up a 3-ender.
Mm-hmm.
But T-line, try and get it buried. Okay. Just listen to Jax for line, okay? Like Todd.
Early indication it's a little heavy, but her line is decent.
Hard, Jacqueline! Is it out?
Wow, she actually got that out of
Wow. Well, this just shows how much it's curling.
there. Yeah.
Ice makers are doing a great job with the ice surface for these curlers. Working really hard.
Like this? Yeah. Might as well with like back line, hack. Like I have the whole house to roll to. Hack. There, yeah. She just threw what? Like
So she
Yeah, so
thinks
that's
her,
okay.
her yellow rock
If we
is
hit, like,
possibly in.
a third of it, just enough to
So
get
she's
it
going to
out.
make a play on the blue
back
one.
isn't,
Just
try to
the
roll
one
in.
Yeah,
there
just
through.
wick it out and roll to the entire house.
It is? Okay. It's close enough for a biter anyway. Like, yeah. Like I had the whole house to roll to. I just needed it to go out and not hack.
It's going to be hard for her not to
just
jam
gets
it
all set
onto
with
her
both
yellow
hands.
rock.
So Veronica is 17 years old and she
Don't know a little less.
attends school at the Elmira
Yeah.
District Secondary School. She's a
So I
grade
can
12
hit, like,
student.
those two, right? Okay. Like 60. Kind of pushed it out a little. Close. Yep. Yep. Hard. Hard. Hard.
You'd hate to jam it and give up another point.
Yeah, it's curling like mad.
Oh my God.
Well,
Okay.
I don't
yeah.
think they saw that option.
No.
She thought she was wide on release.
Mm.
Okay.
Her weight wasn't bad, so I think
Yeah.
it just surprised her how much it curled there.
Well, when you look at how much Parker's draw, she was a little heavy draw curled.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it curls big there.
So steal 1 for Team Doig. That will put them up 3-0 over Team Bernard. Team Bernard will have the hammer playing the third end. So they have had some opportunities, just haven't quite capitalized on those yet.
Yeah, I haven't really been looking at the other sheets if they are curling as much as sheet 2 is here. It's taken, most teams a little bit of an adjustment to catch on to the amount of curl on this sheet, even on the hits. Nice shot by Leslie.
Yeah.
Would love it to have been to top 4, but it's in the rings. It's on the center line, so that's...
And in front of the tee line.
In front of the tee.
So taking a look around the other sheets, all the scores are pretty close, but we'll give you an update. It's Team Mungle 1-0 over Team Duchesne.
Line's okay.
On sheet 3, Team Como is up 1-0 over Team Steele. And on sheet 4, Team Pollock is up 1-0 over Team Warner.
I really hope you're wrong. It's sad.
Trying to throw the corner guard here.
Okay, that's okay.
It does slip into the rings.
Yeah, that is the one problem with the 4-rock rule. When you have hammer, you only have one chance to throw a corner guard, and by missing that, your whole strategy for the end has to change.
Well, that's why they brought the 5-rock rule in.
Because
next year.
Because the leads can't throw a corner guard?
I'm kidding, but... Well, they can't always.
Yeah. It is quicker to the wing.
It absolutely is.
Hard! 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 Good, Les.
So she'll try again for another corner guard.
She's just soft, but that's fine. She still got it.
Lead gets a second chance here.
Line's not bad. Just here. Okay, line's okay. Go if you can. Make sure it's a 2. Make sure it's at least a 2. Yep, hard, hard, hard finish, hard finish, hard finish. Hard finish. Keep going, keep going. Good shot.
There, nice guard on that. Let's see how the peeling abilities are of Team DOIG. This one will curl a lot.
Yes. Just really hard to peel on this ice. You know, Sophia threw that quite nicely. Big weight, and it still, doesn't roll out of the rings.
Yeah, she actually had a lot of rotation on that.
Yeah.
She could have thrown it a hair harder, I thought, for the ice that was given. So if she likes that kind of weight, it's fine. The skip just needs to broom her properly for it. So great chance to use this rock, hide behind it. So it does hang on the back 12, but it's pretty buried.
Yeah, you can't see that rock.
So
Probably
nice shot.
just peel the corner would be a good move here. Although with the curl, you can still get at that rock.
Yeah, just looking across the sheets, I'm really noticing a ton of over curls everywhere. So I don't think it's just our sheet.
Mm-hmm.
We know those moves. It did in the first end.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
And she'll get a piece of that.
Good side.
Yeah, she was by the guard by a good foot,
Yeah.
too.
Nice weight. Yeah, your first one really went. You were might have been a touchdown.
So Sarah
but-
being asked here to come around the corner
Oh,
again.
Lots of room. T-line. T-line. Hard. Hard.
Front of the T line would be great.
Hard. Yup. Hard. Hard. Hard.
She's got great line again.
Keep going. Go hard. Okay.
Just coming up a bit short there.
Yeah, it just took a little too much off that one.
She threw like a second less. No! Here? Okay. Just a 5-6.
What do you think of this call, Mary?
You know what I think of this call. I'm mad at my Jacqueline. She curls with me. I'm gonna have to give her heck for this
You
one.
you didn't tell her this is what she should do?
I've always said you don't go around a corner guard without hammer, especially when you're up 3 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, this could be big trouble here for them.
Hard! Hard line! Hard! Hard! Yep. It's okay, Jax. Good weight.
Yeah, by punching that the way they did, they've actually overlapped the corner guard. So if Team Bernard could ever make a perfect hit and roll, they are in good shape.
Do you like that or 9-5? 10? Okay.
Normally, Lori, on these types of shots, I like to see just like a control weight or a up board weight so you can keep control of the roll. But on this kind of ice, you almost have to throw the firm weight
Yeah.
because it curls so much.
Yeah, the sweepers can't control it.
No.
Hard. Keep going.
She might
Now
get the
they're just
inside.
trying. Yeah, they're just trying to save it now.
Exactly.
Yeah. Almost got the roll behind the center, which would have been good too.
Okay. 10-7. Yeah.
So Jacqueline going to throw control weight at this.
She'd love to get a little flip in behind here.
Hard, Les. Hard.
This is really curling. I think she's on the front.
Yeah, she is.
Very curly spot there. The further out you get on that side, though, there is a straight spot. So it's tricky ice.
Yes. I think Parker could just give a little bit of more ice on those, especially to Jacqueline.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think in general, from what we've seen, I think everybody could afford to be giving just a bit more ice.
Yes.
These poor sweepers by the end of the week,
Just not throwing
they're going to need a massage.
I'll just bring you extra.
So great situation here if Team Bernard can sink one behind those double corners.
So just a missed opportunity there.
Control.
So ideally, Parker would like to just hit and stick here or even roll to the opposite side of where those corner guards are. Not too much, though, because it will give Veronica a chance to come around the corners and be shot rock.
Whoa!
Yeah, I like a nose hit here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right on the money.
Yeah, I like it. 9-5. We're gonna roll away, just because if we don't roll perfectly buried, then they just freeze to it. Do you like that ice? There's something just like right there.
So at this point, it's a little too late for Team Bernard to get anything going. She'll be looking for a blank here, so she'll just try to hit and stick. Try to get out of this end with a blank, take the hammer into the next end.
They're calling the roll here.
Really?
No, no.
My bad.
The roll would have been, no, the roll, they probably were calling the hit and stick. The roll would be if you happen to throw it a little tight. Okay, well then let's go for the roll, because that is a very long roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Oh my God, you guys. I'm down here, you're both getting rocks. Okay. Just control. Nose. Okay. Yeah! Yes! Hard!
They're going to have to work at this one.
Hard, Les! Hard!
Now they could go for the roll if they have a piece.
Yes!
Okay, nice shot.
Shows how hard that roll would have been. She, you know,
She
only
didn't hit
a
Hit
quarter.
a lot of it,
No.
yeah.
I'll ask them what they like.
I don't think the striking bands are very lively on the rocks, because you're not seeing a lot of roll
No.
in the house.
I agree.
Do you like taking one or rolling out? I like taking. Okay.
Did she say she's taking a point?
It sounded like she said she would like to take one. I'm surprised at that.
Get something going.
Maybe they feel they do well with stealing.
Rock first.
I think a blank is real good here. They've had opportunities every time they've had hammer to
Yeah.
take a couple points. They
Yeah.
just haven't quite executed the way they need to.
Like 10. A bit down. And out. Whoa, 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 no, no, no.
This should be fine if she wants to take one.
Yup, hard!
Okay. So with that, the score is 3-1 for Team DOIG over Team Bernard. And Team DOIG has the hammer playing into the fourth end. Team Bernard just trying to change the momentum a little bit, I guess.
2, 3.
So as I mentioned, Leslie, both of her brothers are also in this event. Their parents got them all into this sport.
Line's a little tight. 2, 2, 3.
So Kirsten
Mine's
looking
okay.
for a
Got you. 2,
center
2,
guard
3.
here.
2, 2, 3. Yeah, keep going. Just keep going. Pop it on center. Good shot.
So this is where the DOIG team has to play this end very smart. They're up to width, so they're in complete control of this game.
Yes.
They're playing to come around this guard.
Whoa. 6. Jacks, if anything.
Yes, on your agenda for this end, if you're Team DOIG, you definitely want to score.
Gotta move.
Yeah. you
Even
don't
if it's
wanna-
one.
Yeah.
Whoa! Whoa!
No steals. That was a really nice draw around
Very nice by Leslie.
in front of the tee. Okay, so Kirsten, lots of provincial experience. Went to Bantam Girls in 2016, Bantam Mixed in 2016, U-18 Mixed in 2017, and 18 was at OFSA in 2015 and 2018.
Line's a little tight.
Won the
Where?
U-18 Mixed in 2017
Hey,
and
no.
18
No. Line's fine. If anything, it's got
with
curl.
Team
Wing
Purdy.
only. Sarah, I don't know who's close. Line's okay. Clear close. No, it just has to. No bump. No bump. No bump. No bump. Like how? Okay.
So just a little miscommunication on that one, I think. Wasn't aware that it was quite that heavy. Did not want to bounce off. Anywhere in front of it would have been good. This gives Team DOIG a really nice chance if she could ever hit and flip in under.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is Leslie's first provincial. She's been in an OFSA championship.
Hard.
This is her first.
Spot.
Oh, it's not out yet.
She just
Oof.
really tight,
Just.
like center line tight.
Yeah, missed opportunity there.
I think it was more that way. I actually think it, like that was fully open. Yeah. Oh no, back. Yeah. Yeah.
This poor girl doesn't know where to put the rock.
Sarah also has had a lot of provincial experience. 2015 Bantam Girls, 2018 Ontario Winter Games, 2018 U-18 Mixed Double Provincials, and is a bronze medalist at the Ontario Winter Games. Well, Team DOIG recognizing that that center guard's doing them no favors.
Yes! Whoa, whoa!
Yeah, she threw this tight. They might as well leave it and hopefully cross it.
Roll anything, Jacqueline, anything!
Might get one of these out.
It's a pretty good heads-up call.
Yeah, for sure.
So nice chance here for Sarah to play the short run. The one thing I do notice right away with Team Bernard is they do throw a little more rotation than the other ladies' teams that we've seen so far, and it's really helping them with some of those hits.
Yeah, and this kind of ice, that's not going to hurt you.
Yeah. Now, last year, if they were here, it might have been a problem.
Right. Yeah.
They've really worked hard to get a lot of curl in this ice this year.
Not sure what Parker has called here.
I'm not sure either.
Looks like a hit.
Maybe the double on the side.
Hard! Hard!
Hit and roll, maybe?
It's okay, Soph. Your weight was nice.
She's not sure why she didn't go for shot rock if she was
Yeah.
going to
Those
hit.
are a couple doubles. Just get rid of it.
So Claire was at the U-18 mixed provincial
Yep.
and played in a lot of provincial school
Close, yep.
elementary championships.
Yes. Hard. Hard roll, Sarah. Hard. Okay. 10-4. 10-4.
This is Jacqueline's first women's provincial. She was in the 2018 U-18 mixed last week.
So looking for the double takeout here. The girls are holding it.
Yes.
She might.
I'm sorry.
It's a
Not
good
a
shot.
bad, yeah, it's not a
You
bad
know,
result.
Gets them off the forefoot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This isn't bad.
Opens up the scoring area, which is good.
Close, yup. Hard, yes, hard, yup, hard.
Nice hit.
Roll.
Nice hit there. Claire said she's really happy that they've cured the A-side, B-side flu.
She said what? Sorry?
That she's really happy about curing the A-side, B-side flu.
Oh.
So they must have had some heartbreakers in their
Right.
career, her career so far.
I mean, it wasn't going to go a ton farther, but but it got another like 3 inches. Whoa! Close! 9-8, I think. Whoa! Close! Yeah! It just looks like you're sliding out, not a lot. Yes! Yes! Whoa!
Just looking to stick around here. Nice throw.
Nice throw by Jacqueline.
Oh, it's worth it. Just roll away a little bit.
Way
but not,
better
like,
throw.
Too close to the other one.
Your first one, your weight was fine. Like, it's just your line.
9-5. Because if I roll out, that's not the end of the world.
For the DOIG team, it is looking like it's going to be a force, but the beauty is she should have a fairly, I hate to use the word easy shot, but
I was going to say makeable.
Makeable, because everything's behind the tee, so.
Yeah. Well, that was the beauty of the shots that they made where they really cleared the forefoot out.
Right.
Opened up her scoring area.
No, it's got to curl.
Roll it out if you can.
This one won't stay around, but they're still sitting the 2 points at the moment.
That was close.
Putting some pressure on Team
I
DOIG.
was ready to drop my broom for you. Yeah, what was I? Oh. No, it looked like a lot.
So looking for a hit and stick here.
Okay.
Nose or just inside a nose? Yep.
Either roll under or away, because if you roll under, it gives her a bit of backing for the draw.
Do it.
Yeah. I just don't want to give her backing for the draw, right? Yeah, the guard's pretty high. I could even bump it.
Yes!
Jump.
Hard!
Is it gonna?
She's all over the front here. Again, not really a hard throw.
Mm-hmm.
I think just a little light
Yeah.
for
no,
the
no,
ice
I
she
like
gave.
that. I like kind of in front of that. Make her draw.
Sorry. Okay. tight. And they
So Veronica was at the 2018 U-18 mixed and the Ontario Winter Games, and she was part of the team that won those Ontario Winter Games.
Yeah, just like top 12. Yeah. 85?
So looking to draw another one around to really put some pressure on Team
Oh,
DOIG
that's fine.
for the final
Here's the
shot.
toss. Where?
Yeah, she'd love this front of the tee line.
They'd
No
love,
more than top 12.
they'd love to make her draw against 3. So she doesn't want her in deep enough that she can open hit. And it's pretty good.
just off nose. Control.
All good. Good sweep.
So Parker skipped last week, actually, in the U-18 mixed.
Oh.
She was one of 2 female skips at the mixed.
Oh, well, that's what we've decided to do with our team.
That's right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think it works really quite well.
If I nose the only one, that's why I'm not drawing, right? 'Cause if
It's
I
too bad, though, you can't have the 2 guys sweeping.
Oh, we asked.
Yeah, I bet you asked. I'm thinking that it's probably not fair.
Yeah.
I'll tell you though, it's quite remarkable to have 2 men sweep your rocks.
Yeah.
I don't think I can miss.
If you do, it's shameful.
Yeah, it is. You never want to miss heavy, I'll tell you that. Those boys can sweep.
So Parker got a little out on this one.
Yeah, I think she's going to roll out here. Steal a 2. So that'll tie the game at 3 apiece between Team DOIG and Team Bernard. So quite a turn of events here in this game.
And that does bring us to the 4th end. I believe they will have a break. They usually do. Yes, they're going to have a break here. So we will take a break and we will be back in 5 minutes. out the actual MVP award anymore. He did that for a few years. How come Colin doesn't do that to me?
They're sleeping.
I just assumed that. And welcome back to the U-18 Men's and Women's Ontario Championship here in Hamilton, Ontario. We are watching Team DOIG up against Team Bernard here in the ladies section. There's a big steal of 2 by Team Bernard here in the 4th end, which ties this game up going into the 5th.
You guys got it. You guys got it. Get it biting. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
So it did seem that Team Bernard had a plan when she took that point the 3rd end. She wanted to potentially steal, and she did. Bit of a missed opportunity for Team DOIG, though. They really shouldn't have given up 2. So while they're starting this end, why don't we do a little update on the other sheets. On sheet 1, we have a tie game, 1 apiece between Team Duchesne and Team Mungo. And on sheet 3, Team Steele is up 3-2 over Team Como. And on sheet 4, we have Team Pollock. They are up 2-1 over Team Warner. So lots of close games here.
Very close, yeah.
Really tight field, as we mentioned earlier in the broadcast. Lots of teams tied at 1-1. Only 1 team undefeated so far.
Yep.
So I don't think anyone's going to run away with it this week.
Yep.
No, doesn't look like it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. She's got it. Good shot. Roll to center. Yep. 10 on the dot.
So Parker has a hammer here in the 5th end. This is not really threatening them, this top 12 rock. She could ignore it, put up a corner guard on the other side.
Yeah, she might be content to peel this end out. Take the hammer into the 6th by the looks of how she's calling the end.
Okay. 9-5.
So as we mentioned, we will not be showing a game here tonight. Tonight is banquet night for the kids.
Keep going.
Everybody has the night off.
Yeah, they're going to get all dressed up, have some fun.
Good. She was pretty tight. I know she was asking that, but control.
It's a fun event with both the men and the women playing together.
Yes, it is.
Great atmosphere.
There will be 4 draws tomorrow, but we will only be covering 3. So we will not be covering the morning draw tomorrow morning.
Oh, we get a sleep in, Mary.
We do.
Hard! Good, Soph. Make sure you guys are ready to sweep, okay?
So we did mention that this event does lead to a national championship. Mary, why don't you tell us where that's going to be?
It's in St. Andrews, New Brunswick, is where that's nationals going to be held.
And that'll be in a couple weeks' time,
Yeah.
weeks' time. That'll be a great spot to have that
It
event.
will.
It's beautiful down there.
Yes.
Very picturesque.
Was when I started saying it.
Great opportunity. Represent your province. So as this week gets going, it's going to be fun to watch.
It always is. Tomorrow's really kind of the day where things really get moving.
Yeah,
In the standings.
definitely.
Yes.
Yeah, anytime there's a national championship on the line, boy, the end of the week starts getting really good. I know last year it was pretty emotional watching the playoffs.
It was.
Yeah.
It was great.
Just set it, so.
Of course, last year it was Team Gray that won the women's
That's right.
and Team Enman that won the men's.
Yeah, so Team Enman has a chance to defend his title. I think Team Gray had aged out. I think they only had
Yes.
one crack at it last year and won.
Yeah.
We got to know her parents quite well. They
Yeah.
sat with us all week.
Yeah, it was great.
Okay. Kind of looks like board. It's board. 12-5. Okay.
So a very, very open end here. The fifth end of play. We talked about this on the earlier broadcast, Lori, about, you know, trying to blank an end so that you can have a hammer in the even ends. And we were kind of nay on the subject.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think she
I feel like it's something that is talked about a lot on TV. And I think at this level, when you have hammer, you really need to take advantage of it, not worry about blanking ends and retaining hammer for the even. You're
Yeah.
only going to have about 4 hammers in a game. So my feeling is when you have a hammer, you go for it.
Actually, I want to go this way.
You score with hammer, you're going to be in good shape. Try to get more than one. So just different philosophies.
Mm-hmm.
Line's good. All you. Line's good. 4 foot. Sarah close. Sarah close. 13-8. How far back? Stop. Hey, good shot. Control.
So we'll see if the theory works here, Lori.
Mm-hmm.
If Parker has a chance to blank this end. And this is not easy ice to blank on because of such a big curl on hits.
Yeah, a little bit more. I give you probably on this side almost 3/4 to mid, not like that far off edge. You pick. Yeah. It's fine.
So this end's just been a bit of target practice for the ladies.
Oh. That's like what?
Expecting to see some more rocks in play in the even end.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder what they're serving at the banquet tonight, Mary.
I don't. On my
Probably chicken.
You read my mind.
yeah, it's a little bit harder.
So Veronica's changed her mind here. She's going to play to the wing now.
Okay.
I feel like that's a lot. Sarah close.
Not sure what the theory is behind that. I mean, it is
Mhm.
easier to blank when it's out at the wing.
Jacqueline.
Sorry, I just kicked out really hard. Good. That's okay. I just kicked out really hard. Yeah.
So actually by her putting that rock where it is, it gives Parker a chance now to draw to that side of the rings.
I'll just head down because it's
And Veronica could actually jam that rock.
probably a hit.
if She hits it.
Depends how far back it is off the.
Looks to me like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you hit it dead on, it could possibly stay in the rings.
Yeah, so then that would have been a mistake for sure. Again, not sure why she opted to go to the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Because it has to be pretty.
If I were Parker, I'd get this one right behind the tee line.
Mm-hmm.
T! Sophia! T! Looks kind of light. Yes!
They're going to have to sweep this because, as we've seen in all the other games, by the 5th end, the speed starts to slow down. So that's a bit of a mistake there.
Now Veronica's going to come around it, could force Parker into taking a point.
So that's just sort of my theory is you might as well, if you're going to be forced to take one, you might as well have tried earlier in the end to take more than one.
What was I?
And I think what they have to remember at this level, everyone's learning, there are misses.
Yes, absolutely.
So I think that's, they're basing strategy off teams on TV that don't miss very much.
Right.
That would be my advice to them.
Well, you've got tons of room. Kirsten, close.
So they would love to sink one around this corner guard. The line is perfect on it.
Just staying in. Okay.
Nice shot there. That's going to force Team DOIG to take their point.
What'd you get?
I got 85.
Needs to hit the 8-foot.
8 foot. Let's do it.
Yeah, you can see maybe like half on the other side.
Like an 80, 85 still?
I mean, the 4-stick draw. Just light.
Okay, it might be a bit quicker down this path too. Just watch it. 8 foot.
They've been throwing more draws than us, though. So they should have a good time.
Make sure it's there. 8 foot. Hard.
Are you sure?
Jacqueline, help. Hard.
14.9 should be okay. I got 15.
Hard.
Needs to be biting the 8-foot here. That's going to come up light, so another steal for Team Bernard. That'll put them up 4-3 over Team DOIG. Team DOIG will have the hammer playing into the 6th end. So Team DOIG really needs to regroup here a bit. They've had control of this game and just letting it slip away.
2, 3. Yeah.
Maybe time for a coach's corner.
Yeah. I love it.
Well, you know, when you see your team doing, you know, something like this, maybe a pep talk is in order.
Mm-hmm.
Line's okay.
So Kirsten, in addition to being a curler, she plays softball with Claire, plays basketball at school, and she's a Fortnite fanatic. Which
A what?
A Fortnite fanatic, which I'm assuming is a video game.
Just leave it top 12 if it's in.
Sounds like it. See, we wouldn't know that.
I'm getting a thumbs up that that's what it is.
6, 7.
The last video game I played was on the Wii.
Mine was Pac-Man.
7. Jacqueline.
But I was good.
Donkey Kong.
Oh, yes. I love Donkey Kong.
Whoa.
Frogger.
I never played Frogger. I
What?
don't think I played Frogger.
Just back 4.
Okay, so Team DOIG are going to have their little team huddle here, which is good to see.
I don't mind playing like back line half. Okay.
Oh, I thought I threw more than my first. Okay. Let's just really focus. Let's get our 2 here, okay, guys? 6, so let's get our 2.
So Kirsten said she got interested in curling because it was the cheapest winter sport.
Lines up, add a little tight.
Her mom fell on the ice while curling when she was 9 months pregnant with Kirsten.
Really?
So maybe it was inevitable that she became a curler.
Hard, yes, hard. Hard, keep going, keep going, keep going. Split them, yup. Hard, 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 hard. Hard, keep going, keep going. Okay. Just feel like
Rolling.
like top 4.
Control.
So a bit of a mistake on that one. This gives Team DOIG a chance. Make a little hit and roll and sit a couple.
So Leslie plays softball and she loves shopping.
Oh,
And she's been known to eat a lot.
she sounds like my kind of gal.
Yeah.
Yes. Hard. Hard.
You burn a lot of calories curling.
Mhm.
I think people don't realize how strenuous it is, especially as a front ender.
Absolutely.
Kind of both.
It's the sweeping is like interval training because you sweep for what, 10,
What?
15 seconds, and then you stop for a minute, and then you sweep again, and then you stop. It's
Yeah,
really
you're,
good for you.
you're doing that for 2 hours.
Exactly.
So when I played lead at a provincial, I lost 6 pounds in a week.
Yeah.
I thought that was unbelievable.
Keep going, keep going, yup,
I couldn't eat enough that week. I was so hungry.
Keep going, go hard, 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 hard. Roll the yellow.
Doesn't make the run back. Leaves Team DOIG sitting 2 here.
Like this. Do like this. Either way. Or we can do that. Okay.
Okay, gonna draw a third one in.
6. Light. Time out.
Oh, Skip's throwing a broom around.
So I think Coach probably called that from behind the glass.
Yep.
So Team DOIG is going to have a timeout here. And we'll have a listen in.
Really didn't want that timeout, you know.
I was wondering about just throwing freeze into those.
Into those?
Yeah.
Like
if
the
you put
yellow
one
and the
right
blue
in
and the-
there,
Okay.
right? And if you hang out, your miss would be to hang out and tap the
Yeah. I was
blue
just
one
Gonna
back,
ask him
right?
Yeah.
Right?
I like
Because,
it.
You know, but you don't want to tap the yellow. But even if
No.
you do, it's still
Not
you know,
horrible.
It's not horrible.
Okay.
But if we can throw it that way,
I
and
like
just
it.
sit in there, because even if they hit it,
Yeah. One of them are staying.
one of them staying.
Okay, I like it.
Okay.
Go, Power Rangers. I really didn't want that timeout. I threw my broom and everything.
So Mary, where did Coach tell him to put it?
So they're going to hit the yellow. No, they're not. She's going to tap perhaps with that ice. I couldn't hear what the coach was saying. Looks like with that ice they're going to tap their blue.
Room close. Yeah. Hard. Whoa. 4. Room. Whoa. Yep. It's okay. They're just gliding. You don't need to jump them.
It's a nice shot. Team DOIG sitting 3. So Sarah plays varsity field hockey and soccer. She'll be going to Western University in the fall.
Yup. Yup. Whoa.
Got into
Close.
curling as a
know.
father-daughter activity.
Yup. Yup.
Hmm.
Yup.
That's nice.
Roll the yellow.
Really nice double there.
Good shot. 9-2.
Does overlap the guard, so if Team DOIG can sink one around that, they'd be in real good position.
Yeah. But like not a guard. 6.
So I mentioned Sophia had an injury a couple of months ago. She was diagnosed with tendonitis in her elbow.
Ooh.
So she did have a little bit of time off of this game. She seems to be back in fine form now.
Yes! Hard! 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 Yes! Hard!
This is looking really nice.
Hard! 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 Less!
Oh,
Oh.
she's just by.
Whoa. Whoa, whoa.
That's a beauty.
Don't
Good
want that
stuff.
too deep.
Good sweep, guys.
Really nice shot by Sophia.
Yeah, beauty.
Yeah. 9-5. 9-5.
So Claire will try the very difficult run back here. She is into softball, Fortnite. She is a Special Olympics volunteer and a curling coach.
Nice.
Close! Close! Close, yup! Hard! Hard! Hard, yup, yup! Hard! Hard! Roll it.
Oh.
Ah.
That was a beautiful shot. That was not easy.
It was not.
All good.
Now Team
That's
DOIG's in a
okay.
little bit of trouble.
Normal. Yeah. Whoa, whoa.
Looking for the double here.
Jacqueline's a longtime soccer player. She played for 11 years, played rep soccer for 5.
That's a really nice shot. Doesn't quite get it out, but gets it out of the 4-foot. So nice result.
Nine five or 10 or 9-5. Okay. Line's okay. Close. Clean. 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 Yep. Close. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. Anyway. Okay.
So Team Bernard sitting 3 now. Team DOIG's going to have to work a little bit. Trying for the hit and roll.
Yeah. Hard. Hard. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa, whoa.
Really would like the hit and roll here.
Good, Jax.
Pretty close.
Yeah, it just popped out the other side. Still a good shot by Jacqueline.
I like draw. Yeah. This way we can like bump it a little bit. Or do you?
I don't know, this finish is really good this way. But this way we have backing, so it's up to you. Where do we have to be? Full 4?
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't mind going this way. Okay.
I don't mind this way because yeah,
Like, just force them to, like,
yeah, 85.
So Veronica is going to try to draw one in here. Been playing a freeze to that blue one's a good shot.
Line's okay.
So Veronica's going to be going to Brock University for business communications in the fall. So a couple of the girls going to Brock. They're going to have a great program there with the curling. Nice shot there.
It's like half open. It's like half. That's what I was thinking. Like Kirsten kind of liked the other way, just because it finishes nice. But I was like, we have a bit of backing.
I think you had to be at least to it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And
She's just wide, right? Like there's.
yeah.
I like this if you're comfortable with the weight. Okay, let's do it. T-line.
Parker needs to get a good one in here.
She does.
Take the pressure off herself for the last shot.
T. Yeah. Yes. Where? Yes. Wow. Yes. Yes.
They have to go hard to get it by.
Hard.
Oh, she's by.
Just got it by.
What a shot.
Wow.
Very nice shot by Parker.
And she gets the inside roll.
Mm-hmm.
Really nice. That'll help her feel a bit better.
I'm getting the weirdest. Oh, this isn't good, right? Done. On your rough. I got 50 on that.
Yeah. I just need like 4 feet less. 'Cause I can't bump it. It's overbearing.
It's not overbearing. They're like.
So they're just going to throw a
It's
freeze
fully
here. They
buried.
could also draw around the center guard and potentially get shot rock out of it.
Yeah.
Don't think you're going to be able to get shot rock on this side.
No, they
At least
can't
block
get
off
shot
that.
rock
Yeah.
here. So,
So I sort of like coming around the other way.
Yeah,
Mm.
I think so. Okay. What was I, my last?
But she just threw this shot, so she'll have a good idea what it does.
Where? Tolerance is light. Can't be more than T.
Okay, so Team DOIG still sitting 1. So they have a chance for 2 here. Got to be a bit careful here.
well, this is a bit of a risky shot. She
Yeah.
could come with the out turn and just draw the 4-foot for 2.
Yeah.
It was stuck
She
in the
does
base
not
right
want
there,
to
and I kicked it, and then I
take a
didn't know where it
chance of
went.
getting outside on this one and
Okay.
popping it onto her blue one.
Mhm.
Or shot, just board, nose, or just inside
And
a
it's
nose.
delicate, you know, if you have that in your
Let's do
head,
it.
you might
Yes.
throw it a little tight and end up wrecking on the
We're
guard.
fine.
Yeah, so she is throwing a bit of weight at this. I think she's saying board weight.
yeah.
So
Right.
this is a little dangerous. She could just draw for 2. Would be a little easier.
Whoa! Sweep it past!
Oh, Lord.
Hard! Sweep it past! Not in!
No. It's almost
I
like we
said
saw that
sweep it
happening in our crystal ball, huh?
Well, we've lived it.
Yeah, been there, done it.
Yeah.
So I think that was steal of 2. I'm getting the indication. Steal of 2, the 6th end. That will put Team Bernard up 6-3 with Team DOIG playing with the hammer in the 7th end. Oh, that was a real shame. She had a really good chance there to get 2 points.
She certainly did. And, you know, I think as a coach, you really have to talk about that. She didn't even consider just drawing for 2. You have to look at what's the easiest shot to accomplish the same thing.
Yeah, and anytime you're playing weight on that situation, that that shot, I would have called the coach's timeout if I were them.
But they didn't even think of it. That's them being young. So it's maybe the coach that should have been
Yeah, that's
screaming behind the
yes. Jumping up and down.
Yeah.
Because even taking one, even if she missed the draw and only got her one, it's a tie game. But giving up the steal, it's disaster. So lots of learning opportunities for Team DOIG. They'll hopefully they'll replay this game sometime and learn from it. They had lots of chances.
Yeah, they did.
If they don't mount the comeback here. Nice corner guard there to start.
I said sweep it past. Okay, well make sure you guys are listening because I said it multiple times really loud. Okay, well make sure you're really listening because we could have swept that pass and make sure we got our one. Okay, then look, because we are trying to. Okay, let's get our two.
So throw in the double corners here. It's a good call.
Whoa!
See, the thing that fascinates me is they're not scared to throw a double corner when they're down. So why not throw more corners when you have hammer when the game's close and you want to score your two?
Well, you'll see a lot of the girls' teams, they only throw the corners because they know that's desperation mode.
Yeah.
But the corners are also just to help you score more
That's
than one
right.
when you have hammer.
I think what I'm seeing is they need to be a bit more confident that they can draw the forfeit on last rock to score. So as long as their middle's open, they should feel confident that they can make that shot. So throw a corner, take a chance.
Yeah.
Close.
Worst case, you draw the forfeit and get your one.
Yeah.
Nice peel there.
Probably that was just a little too much ice. Yeah, I just didn't.
So calling a hit on these, which she's going to probably roll out, and
She might jam the
end is
yellow
over.
on the other. Yeah, that's a rough one. I think the wheels are falling off a little bit. They're getting frustrated.
Well, they feel bad about, you know, the last few ends and
Tolerance is heavy. Nothing up front.
kind of losing control of the game.
Yeah, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it
Line's
gets.
not
So
bad.
it can be a tough
Okay,
game that
please
way.
make sure.
Well, they're
Kirsten,
making this
close.
draw. I think we should just update the other
Put top
sheets.
four back.
On sheet one, we have a
Heavy,
tie
bring it
game
way
between
back. If it's
Team
heavy, bring it way
Duchesne
back.
and Team Mungle.
Okay,
They're
bring it
tied at
through.
2 apiece.
Roll,
And
roll, roll.
on sheet
Okay,
3, we have
that's
Team
okay.
Steel 4-3 over Team Como. And on sheet 4, we have Team Warner. They are up 4-3 over Team Pollock. So, lots of tight games out here this afternoon.
7.
So a little heavy on the draw, gives Team DOIG a lot of granite to come to here. Lots of options.
It's okay, so.
Just too heavy on that one from Sophia. Even, you know, if you come top 4 on that, they're going to have a hard time getting rid of it.
Yeah, you don't want to remove the backing. It's there to help you.
9-5. Yup, 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 yup. Hard, hard, hard. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay.
It's a good hit. Does give a little bit of a pocket.
Yeah.
Team DOIG can take advantage of that.
9-4. Whoa, 7. Yes. Hard. Hard. Hard, girls. Yes. As far as you can. It's okay, Jax.
Just a bit of a slow handle on that one. It really curled and really ground in at the end.
Good spot, though. They got to make a play on it.
Yep. Nose hit'll do the trick.
Line's okay. Close. No, 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 no. No, don't even. No, never mind. I totally lied.
This one's hanging on her. It might jam.
I don't know.
Definitely jamming. Oh, she got away with it, though.
Okay, that's fine.
Still sitting 3.
Control.
Again, it's the rotation that this team throws. And now it's gotten straighter because it's toward the end of the game. I think that's what they're finding.
Mm-hmm.
And on this ice, that release is great.
Whoa, close.
But I think what they need to keep watch is as the ice gets straighter, they need to tighten the broom a little.
Yeah.
Hard. Fine, Dax.
Nice shot by Jacqueline.
Yeah, really nice roll on that.
I taught her how to curl, you know. Just kidding.
No, there's like a foot of space, but we're gonna try to.
So I think there's enough separation there. They can still get rid of this blue one.
Ideal. Then she has one thing to freeze on. Yeah.
Yeah, they have to be careful not to jam.
Yeah. Blue first, yellow's bonus. Okay. 9-5. Kind of pushed it out a bit. Hard all the way! Yes! You gotta keep.
I think we might have a blueberry jam situation. Bit of a mistake there, so.
Control.
Team DOIG does have something to work with here. Would love to get at least 2. 3 would be a bonus in this end.
The inside one, and then just kind of try and sit in front of that yellow because the double jams, right?
Yeah, I think she's just hitting shot rock here.
Mm-hmm.
And then just gonna try and like sit.
There would be a double, but it does
like,
jam.
rest
So
off nose. Nose isn't horrible.
Yeah, if she could ever just hit just high side and just roll a little bit. Then Team Bernard will have to be pretty careful with their next shot.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
You just stay with it.
Yeah!
This looks good.
Yeah, it's a great
really
shot.
nice shot.
Beauty. So if they ever could force a rollout here, it does
Yeah.
bring a multiple score in.
If I'm here, yeah, I like it. I just need to nose. Honestly,
Veronica needs to be really careful. Would love a nose hit here.
yeah. Yeah, never mind. If we just nose, she'll have a nose hit for 2. Yeah. Okay. I just have to stay around. I pushed it out
So
of it.
big shot here.
Hard! Hard!
Needs to stick around so they don't bring a 3 into play.
Hard! Sit.
Really good sweeping. I don't know
I
if she
think
can.
she's okay.
Yeah,
I
I
think-
don't know if she can get both of those. So I think it'll
No,
just be a
be a
shot
hit
for
for
2
2.
here. So I think she just made it good enough.
I just threw this. Control.
Yeah, no, the back one shouldn't go.
Well, she doesn't even need to hit. She could also draw here.
She could also draw.
Right. She's got the whole 4-foot here.
She seems to like to solve her problems going with defensive hitting instead of drawing.
Last. Yeah.
I mean, she could hit it on the nose or anywhere on the inside and has a pretty good chance of scoring 2 here.
Yeah, I mean, it's welded, so as long as she makes contact, she should be fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's not throwing a lot of weight at it, though. This is the problem.
They need to get on this. Gotta hold it.
Hard, Sophia! Hard! Hard! Hard!
No, I don't think so. Oh,
Yeah, she gets it.
wow, good sweeping. So 2 points for Team DOIG. Tightens the game a little bit. So Team Bernard up 6-5. They'll have the hammer heading into the 8th end. So the rocks aren't really that lively because she didn't hit a lot of that rock.
No, that's what I said earlier. That's not really very lively, the rocks in the house.
Yeah, because she threw it light.
3, Mrs. Light!
So we're going to see Leslie try to put up a guard here. Either a long guard or a really tight guard.
Now, do you think
the
at the
first.
U-18 level, do they throw double centers?
That looks in!
Well, we'll see.
We can't be in!
Needs a guard.
Les, your miss was light all day.
Oh, dear. Not where they would want that.
No, that's a big mistake.
Yep. Got to bring the sweepers into it.
You cannot be in on those, Les, okay? We need those 2 guards up. Mrs. Light for everyone. Let's just steal this in. Yup! 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 Hard all the way, yup! Yup, 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 hard. Okay. 10. I got 9. I'm crouched down. I can't really see.
So second chance to put up the center guard.
Yeah, they can get another guard up here. That top yellow one on the top 12-foot might
2, 3.
come in handy for them as well later on in the end.
Gotta move.
Yeah, I agree.
That's good.
It's still almost like a double guard
It is,
situation.
yeah.
2, 3. Yep.
This one looks really good.
Yeah, I don't want it too
Hard,
tight here.
Jacqueline. Finish it. Right to center. Hard, hard.
Yeah, that's
Hard.
perfect.
Good, Les.
She's probably wondering why that didn't happen on her first one.
Going this way.
Guards are a lot of pressure on the lead, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
So are they going to try the tick?
Close. No. No. Yep. No. 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 Get off. No. No, she doesn't have it yet. Close. She'll rub it over a bit. That's good.
That's a
Nice
really
shot.
nice shot.
12-8. Yeah. Yeah, it just stayed really, also sweeping it, but it stayed really straight.
So Sophia going to replace that guard.
No, 1-2. Whoa. No. Good, Soph.
Okay, just a little bit heavy there.
Whoa, yep. Hard. Hard.
Does
Hard,
not
hard,
want to
hard,
stay
hard,
there.
hard. Any roll. Okay. 1-2.
So that was a bit of a mistake for Team Bernard. Team DOIG has another chance. They're going to put another guard up. So getting lots of rocks in play, which is what they need.
We're tight. 1-2. 1-2. 1-2. Whoa, whoa. Good throw, Soph.
Nice guard.
Girls. Do you like tapping this? Because the only thing she has is that. Okay. Do you want to call time?
So timeout here for Team Bernard.
All I'm thinking is like, I'm just thinking this. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm thinking though. That is blocking off this draw for her. That's what I'm thinking, because there's a mess of guards.
I think we need to clean something up.
I kind of don't like moving that blue one because
Yeah.
then they got the draw around this,
That's what I
right?
was thinking.
Yeah, that's screwing that side for them right now.
That is absolutely, yeah, because they can tap it now, but that's pretty tough, right?
Yeah.
So I like leaving the blue
center?
one there.
Peel
You
the
could
top
peel the
center?
you could peel the high one. They're going to draw around at some point.
Do we ever tap?
That's a tough one. I don't mind the tap. You could tap that to the forefoot and leave your shoes
All
there.
I'm thinking though is if we tap, then she makes that run, then
Yeah, she
it's
sticks
fully
it, then you're in
blocked.
trouble. Yep, yeah, I agree. Okay.
I don't mind peeling the top
Peel
one.
the top one then.
I like
Peel the top
this
one then.
one.
Peel it this way? Yeah, okay.
Or this way so that it goes on that blue one.
I don't
Well,
mind if
that
it gets
blue one's
the.
blocking their draw there now. They have to draw around this right now, and then you'll have a short run on your last one, right?
Okay.
Okay.
On that one and spill it in. Well then, I know that's hard, but like, I'm not gonna do it.
Okay.
Peel it with
peel whichever way doesn't jam.
We still have a timeout?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, and we would just, yeah.
So after the team had a little conversation with Mark Bernard, their coach,
Hey, you got it.
they've decided they're going to peel this high blue guard.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Just have to be careful that not to hit the one on the edge there.
You're good.
Whew.
So Parker's going to put up another guard, and at some point I'm wondering when the Bernard team are going to start ignoring those, because there are 4 of them out there, including this one, and play a tap on her own. 3 guards out there, but I consider the one in the top 12 another guard.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they don't want to be too deep here and set her up an easy double.
It's fine, Jax.
Oh. Surprised she's just not ripping that double peel.
Yeah. Like that. Just tee.
I'm really surprised at this call.
Well, the team isn't convinced, so let's see what they, unless they're just talking weight here.
Aha.
Yeah.
I don't mind that.
Oh.
Okay. I know. I don't mind it. 350.
They're fine for time.
Gotta be quick.
It's a big conversation here.
Too far. She's gonna have. If you tap it to here, she has it. But that's all she has, and she has 1 chance at it. Which do like. I kind of like the tap because she has 1 chance at it. She has 1 chance at it, and we can still run it if we tap. I like the tap. I like tap.
So the
just
shot
tap it a foot.
they did not even discuss is the double peel.
Yeah, I'm
which
shocked.
is they've been peeling the whole end.
Yeah.
They finally have a break of making
Tolerance
an
is to
easy
it.
double peel, and they're not even looking at it.
Yeah.
So I think they and you know they're looking at that outside blue one. They're afraid of Parker using. Well, I'll
Yeah.
leave that for my opponent any day because that's not an easy shot.
Totally agree.
Where?
They could actually double peel and even get rid of their one on the top 12,
Where?
which could actually be hurting them.
Yeah.
Okay. It's got
But
a
we will
curl,
see
got a
how
curl,
this
got a curl.
See
how
it
this
plays
all
out.
works
Curl,
out.
got a curl. I know it needs to keep going.
I mean, they have to remember they are up 1 and they do have
Hammer,
hammers, so they
yeah.
don't need more points. They just have to prevent the other team from stealing points. Team DOIG's really happy. There's a ton of rocks in play.
Now they did make a really nice tap there for sure.
Yeah, they made what they called.
They did.
It's really close.
But Team DOIG might want to not look at this one yet. She could play the double on those 2 yellows.
I was thinking that too, and sit right there.
Right,
Be
and
really
leave it.
good.
Then you'll have a blue on each side of the rings
That's
that
right.
you can use for
And she can't.
future.
She can't guard both, or can't get rid of both.
Yeah, like if she doesn't make this shot, then they're not going to have much of a shot after this.
Yeah, this is all or nothing. It's great if you make it. You might be hooped if you don't.
Mm-hmm.
No. Close. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Hard.
managed to roll that over.
Okay, Jax. The only thing she has is that or that. I like guard. This side.
She might not want to point out the Jennifer Jones in-off for her opponents.
Right.
Never assume everybody sees all the shots.
Mm-hmm.
Just on this side. Line's okay. Just a 2. Just a 2. No more than a 2. Where? Just needs to stop.
So ideally, when you're up one, you don't want to
No,
be
it's
throwing
not in.
guards. The
Are
good
we
news
bouncing
is
off?
for Team Bernard is
Promise?
there really isn't a lot of good options for Team DOIG either, because all those guards are overlapped and they don't have any good taps. But yes, normally in that situation, we would never want to throw a guard up
No.
one.
No.
What way do you like? This way? Normal. Stuff nose. Normal. Just stop. What am I- Okay, normal. Just off nose on south side, like half. To try and run the yellows double. Okay. Normal. Yeah! Yes! Hard!
Throwing a bit of heat on this one.
Whoa!
Rearranges the furniture a little bit, but still in a bit of trouble.
Sorry. Just thought it would come up more. Sorry, I thought it would come up more. Yeah. Yeah.
Now, as you pointed out, Lori, if she does not put this one in the rings, and she's not calling it in the rings, they do have an in-off to win the
shots and then
game,
you can
the
go
DOIG
off if you-
team,
Okay. What do I need?
that Bernard has not even looked at. I mean, it's not the easiest shot, but it's definitely there.
No more than a 2.
Yeah, again, never want to be really throwing guards when you have hammer.
Stand back and look. Can you bury it? Can you finish it all?
I mean, really, DOIG
Overlapping?
could just wrap one around everything here.
Yeah, she's also got the draw just to tie.
I mean, it's guarding a little bit. Yeah. See.
She's trying to steal here.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. Yeah, she does not have hammer.
But that was a mistake on that shot.
Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely.
So if
Full
she
four.
can wrap one right around, I mean, that one's only biting top 4, so you've got a good few feet here to make this shot. Really put some pressure on.
Slide clots. T. T. T line.
Parker hasn't thrown a draw in a while.
T.
This is looking not too bad.
They
You
just
just
need to
stay
make
on
sure
it.
it's by the one in the house.
Yeah.
It has to be around this one. Can't rub off. Oh my goodness. Well, that is an absolute beauty.
That is a beauty. Great shot.
It's the best you could do, really.
Yeah.
Oh. Whoops.
Oh, that's the, what? Who touched the rock?
Team Bernard. But really, it's up to Team DOIG to put it where they think it belongs.
Mm-hmm.
The non-offending team.
Good judge, guys. Had to go for a line, didn't you?
So, all of a sudden, Team Bernard has a much harder shot than I think they would have liked.
Sorry, just a bit up.
This is one of those ends I'd like to see this team take a peek back when they're debriefing after the event's over. Replay the game a little bit. What else they could have done in situations. So big draw here for the win.
Just a touch up.
Yeah.
She is
But we
wider
can
line.
go for line, huh?
It's looking close. Need full 4. Oh, what a shot. Great shot for the win.
Very good shot. Yeah.
Yeah, that has Team Bernard up or winning 7-5 over Team DOIG. Boy, that was a burner.
And that will conclude our coverage of the feature game here with Bernard defeating DOIG by a score of 7-5. Please tune in at 12:30 tomorrow afternoon when we will be featuring Team Steele from the Port Perry Curling Club up against Team Warner from the Listowel Curling Club. Until then, on behalf of myself, Lori, and the entire TSL crew, we wish you all a great evening from Hamilton.